Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. Today we have my lovely client who's getting a tapered cut. You guys have asked for more natural cuts and I thought it would be great to introduce some of my lovely people. I did a model search for this and we have Natalie here today. I'm going to do a tapered cut. We've discussed it already. We're going for a nice ginger color and we are going to teach her how to get her curls to where they need to be, but also we're going to give her a cut that's going to make her more confident and just give her an overall new look. She's natural, as you can see, so it's not really a hard task, and she's got a very pretty face. On top of that as well, we are trying to I'm trying to encourage women who are not so sure about their natural hair that the journey is quite simple. It's just about product knowledge, and it really is just about carrying it and being confident, but also about getting a cut that suits you. So that's what we're going to do here today, and I'm going to talk her through everything. And yeah, I think I've got the nitty-gritty of it all. I'm going to tell you what color I'm going to use, and we will go through every step together, so stay tuned. So as you can see, we took out her braid, and one of the things I always think about when I'm doing a tapered cut is how we're going to map this out. My guest actually came in with visuals. So at first she wanted a longer tapered cut, but then she was contemplating between doing it shorter because she actually wanted a pixie natural style, but she was also contemplating sort of like having it longer. But then when we discussed it in her consultation, she said that she'd sort of always done that, so she wanted to go much shorter. It's a look that she quite admired and she wanted to try it out and then grow her hair into a more tapered cut as her journey went on. But her main interest was that she wanted to really enjoy her curls, and she felt like whenever she did her hair, it never really looked curly, even though her hair was kinky. So the first thing I did was cut the excess hair off. Now, I know a lot of people get shocked when I cut the hair like this, but I've been doing this for such a long time. I can already see the style that we're going to do. So I tend to cut off what's not needed pretty easily. I know it can seem really shocking and almost too much to the consumer. When you've been cutting hair and you kind of familiarize yourself with textures, it's pretty easy to cut when you've confirmed over 3 or 4 times where we're going to go. So I cut it to about this length, and then I started sectioning and cutting down the sides. And even though you don't see it in this video, in real life I was confirming with her, do you want to go shorter, is this okay? And at each level that we went shorter, she was like, yeah, let's go lower. And I also take into consideration that though the hair is combed out, when it's curly it will be much shorter, and my guest was notified of this as well. At the length that she actually wanted. Again, she wanted something that when it's shrunken into her natural state, it looks cute. Shorter on the sides, a bit more length on top. So I really concentrated more on doing the sides. She didn't want to fade at the back, something quite clean that she could maintain, and if she didn't shape it up, it wasn't, she wouldn't need to go to the barbers or anything like that. She wanted a shape that as it grew out, it complemented her face. So this is one that I thought would definitely complement her face. It's actually a cut that I also had in the past, and I think it's quite complimentary if you're not looking for that, for those harsh lined pixie cuts. I think when you have a pixie cut that's natural and it's all the same, you kind of look like a little bit of a microphone. So having shorter sides gives it like an elongated shape that just brings out people's features a lot more. I applied the 877 on her ends. Again, I added a little bit of color to this. I think I added either 6-6, I'm not sure, but I swatched it against her skin and I wanted something that could be autumnal as well. So we applied it on the ends first, and then I applied it all over her hair after a while. A lot of people are quite surprised that I can get a vibrant copper with no bleach, and that's because I use a lot of high lift colors. The brand that I use, Roscoff, is amazing because it has colors that are very bright and almost look like I have used bleach. There are like 6 of them that are very much, I would call them pigment colors, because they get straight to the pigment that people want, whether it's a bright pink, a bright red, a bright orange. But they also have this great copper range, which you probably saw previously in this video, where once you hit a 7-7, 8-7, 9-7, those are great for people with dark hair. Say hey to Coco in the background. And you leave it on for about 45 minutes and it pretty much does the job for you. Now, a lot of the times I do have to almost make my own concoctions depending on the skin tone. So sometimes I might add a bit of chocolate in there, sometimes I might add another base, but most of the time the color really works well for what I'm doing. And after 45 minutes you pretty much have the color that you want, and you can add another color at lower volt if you want. With this particular client I went 30 volt because she was quite dark, but look how bright it is even at the wash basin. That routine, you just slap on the gel and it comes out. So this is the topper gel. So the first gel that I use is Uncle Funky's Curl Stimulator. You can use it by itself. So let's say you're on holiday, you don't really want to do anything too heavy. I used to use this myself. So you literally put a little bit and then you put it through your hair. Because your hair is so short, you don't need to do a lot.
Okay, yeah.
So do you see how I'm just, and do you see how your curls are just forming? So in the end, this is what I end up doing. I used to be like this, okay, I'm out the door. Then dry my hair, and I'll be done. But in the beginning, it was just frizz, and I couldn't see the curls. But when your hair is hydrated, the moment you put something on it that has, all of a sudden it comes to life. And when you go under the dryer, you'll see that your hair will be rock hard. But then when you go have a shower, when you're in a steam room, when you're in a hot space, it kind of goes a bit sticky-ish, but it holds its shape for a whole week. So you don't need to do it. You don't need to do like spraying your hair. You don't need to do anything. Just wash your hair once a week, repeat. Once a week, repeat. And you can take this on holiday, and that's it. So can you see? Beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't need to do anything. So I like a hard feel, but I only liked a hard feel because I wanted it to last 1 week. But as you start to get the gels that you like, you'll get to know the hold that you like. Not everyone likes a hard feel. People want the hair to look soft. Because my hair looked hard, when you touched it, it was rock hard. Whereas some people are like, no, I actually want, because I touch my hair a lot, I don't want to feel some. So they were like, is there a way? And there's definitely a way. The less, you can use more of the base gel and a little bit of this, or you can use just a tiny bit of this and less of the other. It just depends. So your ratio will depend on your preference. I'm really grateful for my stint of having natural hair because it helped me understand my kinky hair really, really well. It helped me understand that my curls and other people's curls are not the same. I spent a lot of time making sure that my hair was hydrated, and by doing that I made sure that I washed my hair weekly. I made sure that I was using good standing gels. I will include some of them underneath this video so that you guys know what I mean. And I think when you are natural, a lot of people, especially those with kinkier hair, often see people that have looser curls or bigger curls, and you are always trying to find out how you can achieve those curls. And I think a lot of the time when I had my kinky hair and I had my hair in that sort of style, I tried to make sure that women understood that everyone has different curls, and it's all about enhancing that in a way so that your hair, your curls pop for you. And I think that was quite a big lesson for me to learn, because a lot of the time after a while, I realized that my curls actually turn on themselves, so they curl back up, and I had really springy curls. Whereas I have 2 colleagues with me. One has completely beautiful coils and another has looser zigzag curls, and her curls tended to drop a lot more than mine did. So again, it was all about different gels to enhance the different looks that you wanted. But when your hair is this short, I think if you are not used to having curly hair, it's imperative that you learn about hydration at this point. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.